Hi Pisces, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Pisces, this is going to be your weekly reading from January 15th to the 21st. This will be for your Sun, your Moon, your Rising, and your Venus. Cross watcher, if that is you, discern the messages, right? Flip the roles. You know how it goes if you're here. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I appreciate each and every single one of you for all the ways you support the channel. Pisces, we're just going to jump right on into it and see what comes up for you guys this week. The water signs have been quite interesting. I kind of feel like you are, Spirit is saying holding back. I don't know what that's about, so we're going to jump in here and see. I hope you guys are having a good day. It's been a weird day. It's been a weird weekend. I feel like I can't get nothing accomplished. Individuality and message. Are you holding back something you need to say? Interesting. What's that? Chaos. Ooh, it's like the Tower card in this deck. Kind of popped up. Let's see. I feel like you guys are holding on to something that you have been aware of for some time. The numbers 9 and 11 are popping up as well. But for some of you, you got two birds here. They're both messengers. You could be getting messages from the other side as well, from somebody that's passed over. Could also be dealing with somebody younger than you, Pisces. They may not be fully matured in the way they communicate to you. So it could be some immature communication, or it's like, I don't know. There's something a little bit mysterious about this energy. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you guys. So let's see what's coming up for Pisces. Okay, Spirit, what does Pisces need to know this week? Reminder, confidence. Somebody could have said something to you, Pisces, for some of you, that knocked your confidence off a little bit. It's kind of like you're either going to need to put somebody in their place or somebody's trying to put you in your place. And I don't think you're going to take too kindly to that. It's kind of like trying to tame yourself, trying to hold back a little bit from bringing up a past event to something. So there could be some sparks of flying this week for you, Pisces. And I think too, as we get into this Pluto and Aquarius, you're going to see a lot of some things popping off, and then maybe some reconciliation, like somebody's going to say something here, and it's really going to matter. It's also going to show their true colors, or something they do that makes you feel like you need to say something. It's kind of like you're seeing a con, you know, coming from them, like, you know, pros and cons list kind of thing. Like you're seeing some negative attributes to this person that you're not too happy with by the way they present themselves to you. So it's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like they're trying to create something, and I don't know how this pertains to you yet, but I'm not a fan of the way this is coming in perception. That card has been coming out a lot. Yeah. Focus, thunder, and lightning. That's twice now. It's like when it roars, it roars. Like there's kind of like the Spirit is saying some sweet talking could be happening. They feel like they're going to try to change things up with you somehow. Whatever they throw at you, if it sticks and it lands, then great. But you think about like the storms of thunder and lightning, they are, you know, they're a timing of one another, right? They kind of give indication as to how far away storms are. It's kind of like sounding the alarm, like here's your warning before it comes. And that's kind of how this feels. They may have misconceived an idea about you and what you're going to tolerate from them. This is interesting. This gives me some kind of vibe. I don't know. Power. It could be a power struggle. It could be a power dynamic that's taking place here this week, Pisces. That it's almost like they're underestimating your ability to stand up for yourself, is how this feels to me. So, and it's a reminder to you to step confidently into who you are and not to hold back and reserve what you know to be your internal truth as well, is how I'm feeling about this. So it's like, honey, let me tell you something, is how that feels to me. It's very interesting. So what else does Pisces need to know? Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups. Again, I do think that you're trying to reserve yourself. Queen of Cups, she's emotionally balanced, right? She's emotionally mature. Ace of Wands is like there's a potential for action to take place, and that's, again, where I feel like you're kind of holding back, like you aren't sure if that's the move that you want to make, but the Empress and the Ten of Cups comes rolling out of the deck. I'm going to take both of those. Let's see. I kind of feel like I want to, with the way these cards come out, cups, 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 cups everywhere. Queen of Swords, emotionally detaching. Look, you could be dealing with somebody. This could definitely be family, children, just anybody that's a bit younger than you who, again, you don't feel like is completely emotionally mature in how they handle themselves. Very daydreamy, very, well, it's this way. So this, to me, whatever this was, probably started off on a high and a positive note. And I think you're trying to stay in that energy. Let's see. I had that feeling with that confidence card of birthing something new. I guess they're creating something, and there's the Empress that comes out with the same kind of energy. But I feel like that's, like, don't forget, Pisces, that you are the Empress, right? Like, that's you, but yet they're trying to create something around this. The Sun and the Mother of Pentacles. Let's see. Who is this? Excuse me. My allergies have been crazy today. Nine of Swords. It's like somebody is trying to kind of like rip you from this positive energy that you're in. Like, and if I remember right, I don't know if it was the weekend read or last week's read where you guys were really stepping into something for yourself, if I remember correctly. If that was you, I'm pretty sure it was. But it's kind of like somebody sees this buildup of who you're becoming, and they're not okay with it. And it's kind of like, I also feel like this is somebody or something that tries to remind you that, like, if you've been in a place in your life, Pisces, where you feel like you could have done better, worked on things in a different way, like, you know, like the old you, we'll call it, right? Or like the immature you at one point, that you are growing up and you've matured and you've changed and you are finding happiness and balance and new growth and fertility and life to be just beautiful. You've taken your power back. You're stepping into just all of these things that light you up and show who you are. It's like somebody there is reminding you like where you came from. So it's like for every attribute you have now, it's like, well, yeah, well, remember when you were 15 and yeah, you know, you stole that candy bar from the store? Like, you would never do that now. You know, hopefully you didn't do it at 15 either, but as an example, right? Like, yeah, but that's not me. And it's almost like it makes you feel guilty. It makes you feel bad. It makes you go, it's almost like they're reminding you that you've made some poor choices around something. And it's like, the past is the past. Let it go. You know, and it's like someone here, as I say that, I look down the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, like someone's trying to remind you of who you used to be rather than who you've become. Like, they don't want to see you for the person that you are now. And that can make you feel, it's kind of like they're trying to make you feel bad, guilty, shitty for, you know, the past. I wanted 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. I wanted to go the 11 of Cups. That's not a thing. Could be a thing now, the 11 of Cups, but it's not a thing. The High Priestess. Interesting. I heard putting a lid on the past. Let's see here. What else? What else for Pisces? I talked about those choices, right? The choices that you made. It's like right now you're doing all things out of love, Pisces. Nine of Pentacles. This is just like, I feel like you guys have had an experience in the past 2 to 3 years that has taught you to be more emotionally mature, more decisive when it comes to your actions. And one thing that Spirit is bringing in is that you could have a friend, we'll call it a friend of a friend. So you've got this friend and this friend's got a friend who maybe they're trying to date you, maybe they're trying to get with you, they're trying to, whatever this is, right? It doesn't have to be a love scenario, but it's like they're trying to bring themselves into your world, and you're just like, I don't vibe with that kind of person anymore. Like, that's really not who I want to associate myself with. That's really not where I'm at. And they're like, oh, it's not that bad because you used to do X, Y, and Z. Give them a chance. And it's just like, no, like they're not, I'm going to say they're not emotionally open. They're not available to you the way that you would want somebody to be where you are now. Again, Page of Cups, like they're coming in with a very, very small amount of energy. And Pisces, that's just not, you're exuding this power within you. You're exuding this amazing confidence within you. And it's kind of like people are trying to pull you back a little bit. And it's, you know, that reminder, and I said, like, you may have to kind of like buck back a little bit. It's like you're trying, it's almost becoming a place where someone's not taking no for an answer. That you're going from the Empress to the Queen of Swords. Like, it's almost like they're, again, trying to bring you back down to their level and trying to make you get into this, call it bitchy. Queen of Swords can be bitchy, right? Call it for what it is. It's almost like it's getting you into that mode where you're going to have to go a little cold and be very stark about what you say and how you address it, because someone here, yeah, as I say that, the Page of Cups and the Strength card, like, they're like determined to win you over on something here. And I said, you've got this, the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune, but you've got the Judgment card. You're making a call. You're making a call from a past place of experience, Pisces, this week that says, you know, I don't want to deal. The Empress does not pair up with the Page of Cups. That's not even close to being her equivalent whatsoever, right? So it's, and this could be business, right? This could be lots of things. But it's like you just have a lot more awareness, a lot more maturity about something. And you're putting your boundaries up. Eight of Swords. It's like, or this, yeah, the Eight of Swords. You see where, you know, I hate to say someone's shortcomings, but we've all been there, right? Like if you're dealing with somebody that's younger than you, they just don't have that real world, real life experience kind of thing. So for you, you've been there, done that. And age doesn't necessarily mean, it's just how they're representing themselves, right? So they could be older than you and still act this way, but they act immaturely in their emotions. They're very like, oh, well, it's like, you know, well, hey, they're beautiful. What's going on? We don't say that as like, we'll call us big kids, right? Like, we don't say that. It's like, oh, you know, like you get to know someone. Well, I think you're really, you know, be one thing for someone to say, oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're handsome. You know, it was a pleasure to meet you, whatever this is, right? They're coming in like, you know, all suave about things, and they're like, oh, let me love up on you. And it's like, back up, you're grimy. Like, no, thank you. You're making a judgment call on somebody, and they could also feel like you're holding their past against them with this Eight of Swords and the Seven of Wands. Like, you're making a boundary against, they think that they're coming in as like the King of Cups. Like, oh, I'm going to give you everything you ever wanted. And you're not buying. So it's kind of like, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Like, it's really that kind of energy. Like, again, the Empress doesn't pair up with the Page of Cups. It's an offer that's this big. You're the Empress, Pisces. Like, take your shortcomings and go. Like, but they're coming up short here for you. Whatever this is, however this feels, let's see, is Pisces making a smart decision? You know that this, whatever this is going to lead, yeah, Seven of Swords. It's going to lead to some disappointment and heartbreak. Four of Wands, like it could ultimately mess with the stability. It's almost like it would cause a distraction. It would throw you off pace and track of where you already are. And you know that you've got to create a boundary around this situation. But I'm going to tell you, it doesn't stop this person from trying, whether it's a partnership or romance or business or whatever this is. Some of you could have contracts or something tied to this, someone trying to sweet talk you into something. But whatever this is with this person, they're coming up short for you this week, Pisces. And I just don't, you may have to get a little blunt and brutal with who, yeah, Eight of Swords behind that. And I think it makes you feel bad because it's not where, it's like you've got to be a person that you don't want to be because they're not taking no for an answer. So it's like, you know, you're going to have to step in to go from that loving space you've been in to kind of like bitch mode and go, let me put you in your place because you're not hearing what I'm saying to you. No is no. So, oh, did something try to come out there? Let me see, Pisces, hold on. I thought I had a card flip. Ah, yep, there it is. There it is. Pay attention. Yeah, you are, and you are clearly paying attention to like the cues that they're giving you, like the little things that I kind of feel like when you're around this situation or person that like you can't help but not feel like it's almost like a ick. They're giving the ick feeling, right? And it's you're just they're trying to sell you a dream, Pisces. Oh, I can give you this. Just you got to believe in me. We can make, you know, we can go out and move mountains, and they really are trying to schmooze you. It's like salesman vibes, right? Like, let me make you promises I can't keep. Yeah, it's like believe in yourself rather than this situation. And you're reassessing everything that they say. Like, boy, I would have bought that at, you know, 22 years old, or I would have bought that at 17, or I would have bought that at 28, but I'm not, I don't buy into that anymore. I don't buy into a falsified, oh boy, look at this, this is beautiful, and you're gonna change, and I've changed, and you've changed, and whatever crap they're feeding you right now. Spirit, align and release. You're just like, as soon as they come in and you hear certain things that come out of their mouth, goodbye. It's like you got to shut them down. So just expect this week, Pisces, if you're dealing with someone who's trying to talk you into something, yeah, they're like, I'll wave my magic wand, I'll make it happen, don't you see me, life will be good. Like, they are really, really, really trying to get in your good graces, and no, you're not doing it this week. So just be aware of people who are trying to sell you a dream that is all glitz, gold, and glamour when it's really not. So that is your message. I'm going to keep these short so I can get the mid-months out. All right, Pisces, if you found this resonated, like, share, subscribe, and comment. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Take care. Bye.